2023, Niger Delta tables demands before Obi. The Niger Delta Forum Pandef leadership has presented Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate, with a number of demands, including true federalism. In an interactive meeting held on Friday in Yenagoa during Obi's visit to Bayelsa State as part of his ongoing presidential campaign, Pandef made the demand. Senator Emmanuel Ibok Essien signed the group's demand, which was read to the Labour Party candidate. If elected president of the nation, Obi must demonstrate his commitment to a true federal structure, according to the national chairman and Dr. Godknows B. Igali, secretary of the board of trustees. Senator Essien, while presenting the region's demand, told Obi, "When you win, you have to protect our interests because the Niger Delta is the region that produces over 80% of the revenue of the country and we cannot be taken for granted. We are asking you to consider structural adjustments and devolution of power with more resources to the regions. This will help the regions to develop at their own pace and will help the country grow. We also want you to look at the restructuring of the NDDC, which was established to help the Niger Delta region. They made policies, including the regional master plan, have not been put into practice. Additionally, there are projects like the South-South Railway, referral hospitals, agricultural value chain plants, and the East-West Road, which has been under construction for more than 20 years. The immediate reopening of all seaports in the South-South and the construction of new ports to promote the flow of goods and services from the South-South through to the Southeast and North-Central to the Northeast. This will increase our young people's access to economic opportunity and employment. International oil companies, or IOCs, are moving their corporate headquarters to the Niger Delta where they operate. Supporting the construction of modular refineries to increase employment opportunities, address security issues in the Niger Delta, and augment local refinery output. Completion of the Bras Fertilizer Complex in Bayelsa State, the reactivation of Alscon Aluminium Smelter Plant in Akwa Ibom State, the Gas Mega City in Delta State, and the formation of Coast Guards under the command of the Nigerian Navy to strengthen maritime security. You know what this has made me realize? I mean, these are just the demands that the, of course, Pandef has brought to Peter Obi. And I think, to be honest, I think this is where, Peter Obi's intelligence would really come through in terms of, I now see when he says, I've turned failed businesses around. So, he uses that analogy to compare to Nigeria's situation and say, I can solve it, because really he's walking into problems. I think this is the thing where, for example, like in a company where they bring in specialists or a manager for a period of time just to, spearhead and, intensify changes that need to go through the company. Because, as I said, his intelligence really has to show through in the fact that Nigeria is such a depressing, state. And again, it's a truth that Peter Obi also knows. He calls Nigeria a failed state. So really, I don't know. It's like I'm feeling the pressure for him because, of course, the expectations are high. But we also cannot be that unrealistic to think that changes will just happen in a split second. I say this because this is just the South-South Niger Delta region alone. And you have the whole country. Let's look at the north in itself. I mean, Nigeria literally is like almost 3-4 countries in one. So it's not an easy job anyways. But I just think that at first, when it comes to the economy and electricity, that is, he's given us an agenda of what he's going to do step by step. And again, it's not like as if you go in there, do everything all at once, and then, it's a bad result. He really has to take his time and, go through. Again, I'm not president, but in terms of solving problems and also having the right hands, the right capacity, the right brains to come together and fix issues in an orderly manner, in a realistic, you have to make smart decisions. Yes, you can have a target for this to happen, but you have also got to be realistic especially with time.